Hello, Aquarius, and welcome. This will be a general weekly reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week beginning July 22nd through July 28th, or thereabouts. Dates are flexible since it's a general reading, and also because it's a general reading, it will not resonate with everyone. And in fact, as soon as these cards jumped out, I felt as though it was kind of specific. So that will make it even less likely to resonate with everyone. But just let's take a look here. So we have from the major arcana, the universe provides us with one card for the overall energy for the time period or the situation. And I feel like this is for the situation. And only one card each jumped out for from the minor arcana for the physical, mental, and spiritual realm. So no particular category is carrying any more weight than another. So let's start with the overall energy of the Emperor in reverse. So I feel like there is a situation for some of you that might be, I feel like this is, well, it's not necessarily only in this situation, but I feel as though during this week, you might be a little like overbearing or over controlling or overprotective. So if you are a parent, for example, male or female, doesn't matter. It's just the energy. For example, you might be being overprotective or a little too controlling. I mean, you even could be too controlling over a spouse or even employees if you are a boss. So, but there is like a controlling energy around this, and like in other words, too much control. Okay, almost maybe like in a little, like, I don't know, maybe for some of you a little like stressed out, like you would do yourself a favor if you would just maybe like loosen the reins. And in the physical realm, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, so I think some of you have someone in your physical realm, someone in your life. So for example, if this is regarding a situation with a child, and you're being too overprotective or too controlling, this could be a child or a teenager who is kind of like doing things behind your back or lying to you, kind of normal stuff that teenagers do. But each situation would be different. So, you would want to, really find out if this seems like it might apply to you. You kind of want to look into things and maybe kind of open a line of communication. But this also could be an employee or a partner or someone who maybe is feeling like a little too controlled by you and is kind of like maybe not being honest with you or doing things behind your back because they feel too controlled. Okay, now this could also be the opposite. The controlling energy around you could be from someone else. I mean, generally, it's the energy that you bring or should bring to a situation in general. But now I'm feeling as though maybe you are the one being controlled and you are the one kind of holding back, being dishonest or sneaking around because someone else is controlling you. Aha. Okay, so I do feel, Aquarius, this could go either way. Either someone else is being overbearing with you or you are being that way with them. Okay, and for each of you, it will be to a different extent. For some of you, this could be in a specific situation during this specific time period. For others, this could be a general way that your relationship tends to play out. So, you'll have to see if this applies to you at all. And for others, of course, it will not apply at all. So, with the Two of Wands reversed. I just feel as though if you want to take it on a general level, this is really like a lack of inspiration, a lack of enthusiasm, not looking forward to things, and in relation to whatever this controlling energy is. Okay, so if you are the one controlling, say, but you feel like you're being protective of your child, for example, it's really that your focus is not on the big picture, put it that way. Okay, your focus is kind of narrow, and I'm feeling like there needs to be communication, say, for example, between you and your child. If you are the one being controlled, say, by a partner or a boss or something, again, this is like a lack of enthusiasm, a lack of looking forward to things, and kind of like not wanting to move forward in this particular situation. Okay, I think you feel put upon, controlled, and not being able to see the way forward or the future, or like looking at like, say, the future in a positive way, like moving forward. How are you going to move forward, maybe in this situation or with this person? It's kind of like, an uninspired feeling. Okay, so the advice from the universe, I feel as though with the Seven of Wands here, I'm feeling that it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. Or if it is you, say, with a child or an employee, it's also time to take action, because if your child or your partner or your employee is being dishonest with you, again, you need to open up communication. If you are being too controlling and maybe even a little unreasonable or overprotective, again, you still need to take charge of the situation. But remember, it's your vibration too. It's not necessarily, if someone is not being forthright with you here in your physical realm, it could be in response to feeling over controlled. And it's so, and don't forget, everything is energetic. So it's kind of as though, I feel as though both sides are looking at whatever this specific situation is. Both sides are kind of looking at things kind of in a narrow, limited way, from his or her own point of view. And, and like kind of the vibration is kind of like low. And so it keeps perpetuating the situation. In other words, like I feel as though, okay, if you are the one being controlled or the one doing the controlling, either way, you can only control your own vibration. So it's hard to say what the specific situation is for each of you, but it would be helpful probably for you to kind of step back from the situation, remove yourself from the situation, at least in a like an emotional, spiritual way, refocus on maybe another topic, raise your vibration, like try to focus on positive aspects. If you feel like you are having difficulty with this person, try to focus on the positive aspects, whether you are being the one controlled or the one is controlling you. Again, this may not apply to you. It may be a situation you want to completely remove yourself from. However, if this is just like kind of just a so-so time period of just a temporary, like, a low, we have our ups and downs, right? If it's just like a temporary dip, then really what can change everything is you being deliberately focused in a positive way, not only about yourself, but having high expectations for the other person. I will make a very long story short and tell you that there was this specific situation stands out so strongly in my mind because I really did the work in advance. I had to go somewhere that I wasn't looking forward to going to. I wasn't expecting the best behavior from certain people based on past experience. I got out ahead of it by really thinking about all the positive things I could about the couple of people involved, and also expecting and imagining that it would be fun and that everybody would be enjoying themselves and laughing. And long story short, I did that probably for like, say, 5 days before this event. It was so much fun. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how much fun it was. So if you think that could apply to your situation, I recommend you doing that deliberately. Take some time to think about it, maybe even jot things down, journal about it, or anytime that the thought crosses your mind about this situation or this person, refocus and think about the positive aspects of that person. Think about all the good times you have had and will have with this person again, if this applies to your situation. Kind of specific here, I know, Aquarius, but that's what I'm getting. So again, it may not apply to you. But I do want to thank you for being with me. And I really hope you have a fabulous week, my Aquarius friends.